Murli Notes, 14th November 2022. Everything depends on establishing the identity of God. Krishna is the Prince of the Golden Age, so he could not be the speaker of the Gita. By demonstrating that the Gita is spoken by the incorporeal Supreme Soul, the Supreme Father, it proves that all the other scriptures of India are off track. Those scriptures contain details about rituals of bhakti, pilgrimages, mantras, and various stories. The ancient knowledge is and was given by incorporeal God. Everything depends on the Gita. Incorporeal God taught Sahaj, Raj Yoga, and Gyan, whereby the civilization of deities in the period called Satyuga was established. This is now forgotten. People are anticipating that Krishna will come again and speak again the knowledge of the Gita. It is like the Christians anticipating a second coming of the Christ. This is the time when gradually the ancient prophecies come to pass. You have to prove that it is incorporeal God, the ocean of knowledge, who comes and speaks. The description of Krishna is not the same as the description of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Krishna is the Prince of Heaven who received the fortune of the Kingdom of Heaven as a result of studying Sahaj Raj Yoga in his previous birth. Christ is not the King of Heaven, but the founder of Christianity. The soul of Krishna was impure, and his form was different when he was studying Sahaj Raj Yoga with incorporeal God. And then, in his next birth, in the body of Krishna, he took birth as the Prince of Heaven. He was subsequently crowned the Emperor of the New World of Heaven and named Narayan. This has to be proved. Krishna was never classified as the purifier of the impure. Purification of the soul is through the knowledge and yoga taught by the Supreme Soul Shiva. The Ganges is symbolic for the river of knowledge that flowed from Shiva through the mouth of Brahma. Water cannot purify a soul. Krishna is shown with a black body, which is symbolic of the condition of his soul when he reached his last birth in the cycle. When the soul is completely impure, the light of the soul is dim. He has no knowledge, and this is symbolized by darkness. Religious authorities lack information and are unable to read the symbols because the intellect is gross and limited by sense perception. The soul of the same Krishna became impure and is once again getting purified by incorporeal Shiva, the purifier of the impure, and learning Raj Yoga, by which he is becoming once again the Prince of the pure world. This information needs to be provided to the Christians. The primary information is contained in the mother of all scriptures, the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, from which all other theological information is derived. Who gave birth to the mother of all scriptures? It is incorporeal God, the Father. The Father adopts a mother. It could not be said that Christ adopted the Bible. Who gave the knowledge of the Gita, which was later made into a book? Only individuals who practice purity can understand this. The important matter is that the incorporeal Supreme Soul gave the knowledge of the Gita, and He is the purifier of the impure. Many people believe that God is omnipresent, or that He is the non-material sixth element of light. People say whatever comes into their minds without any understanding. This is blind faith, faulty logic, incoherent, and cannot be substantiated. God speaks and says, "The soul of Krishna has taken 84 births, and it is now his last birth. I adopted him and made him into Brahma, and through him I give the knowledge of the Gita." Through studying this Sahaj Raj Yoga, this soul then becomes the first prince of Satyuga, the Golden Age. This understanding is not in the intellect of anyone else. Christianity had overturned the ancient religion. Kismat, fortune, does not happen by itself. Krishna cannot make himself into a king. Someone greater has to teach him and make him make his fortune. He has to learn the accurate philosophy of karma. People do not understand the meaning of sadgati or of gati. They use the word salvation. Salvation comes from the word salvage, which means to restore to its original condition, or to raise a sunken ship, which in turn is symbolic for restoring a human life to its original condition. People believe salvation refers to God miraculously saving believers from the force of sin and evil. But God does not do anything against the laws of nature. God is the teacher who provides people with the information needed to extract themselves from the effects of negative karma. If a person does not take advantage of the information, then the process of settlement of karma takes its normal course. Om Shanti.